A service invoice, particularly when you have a routine service done, there's a lot of small items, and this shop fee they call it, and it goes by many, many other names. It's a gotcha. It's additional profit to the dealer, and it is hidden on the bottom of the invoice. It could be tax, it could be any sort of legitimate things. A lot of dealers, they come up with other euphemisms such as hazardous waste disposal fee or sundry supplies, miscellaneous period. Just like the dealer fee, it goes by many, many names. The idea is to design a name that'll throw you off. What it really is profit. That's what it should say, extra profit to the dealer. This goes right to his bottom line, and it varies. Unfortunately, Florida law does not prohibit this. In fact, Florida law doesn't even put a cap on it, just like they don't put a cap on a dealer fee. They keep it fairly low because otherwise, if you have a $300 service charge and they charge you a $400 shop fee, then they'd get caught. So they keep it low. They usually make it a percentage of your bill. It goes anywhere from 5% to 10%. And it mounts up because even though it's small, bear in mind, you only buy a car once every 4 or 5 years, but you service your car 3 or 4 times a year. So over 5 years, you're going to service your cars maybe 20 times. Well, you multiply that little shop fee times 20, and suddenly you pay just as much to the dealer as you did for the dealer fee. So watch out for that. Here's my advice. The dealers know they're doing wrong. Even the American Automobile Association has a list of those dealers that don't charge dealer fees, shop fees. It's a very short list, I might add, because about 99% of them do charge it. In fact, I know of no dealer or service department, independent or otherwise, that doesn't have this fee. I'm the only one that I know of that doesn't charge it. But it's unconscionable, it's wrong, it's unethical. And when you get to the cashier, look down at the bottom of the invoice, just where you found it. Look down at the bottom. You will see it there. It'll be a small amount, maybe $25, $35, might only be $5 if all you had was an oil change or something like that. And look at the bottom. It won't make sense. So it's something you can't put your finger on. If there's anything at the bottom of the invoice that you can't tie down to something you asked to buy in a form of a service or a product, then question it. And if it isn't something that you bought, just tell the cashier, I'm not going to pay this. Most of the time, they'll take it right off the invoice because they've been instructed by the service department, if anyone starts to argue and make a lot of noise about this, take it off. It's not worth the argument. So they will take it off, but you have to challenge them every time you go in there because it's standard operating procedure and it's on the computer. It automatically calculates it and puts it at the bottom of the invoice. So just say no to dealer fees, or say no to dealer fees. Also say no to shop fees, hazardous waste disposal fees, miscellaneous fees, sundry supply fees, all the names that it go for. Just say no and don't pay it. Earl Stewart.